Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot key. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater. Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the futures, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. I'm still in my same big private. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ET. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Him make profit. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? They make profit. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? They make profit.
That TTG money gang.
They make profit.
We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward Paranani. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. In case you guys didn't know, we are a Benzinga FinTech Awards finalist for Best Data Analysis Tool and also the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, we swing trade. We also cover long-term investing. There's literally something for everybody here at True Trading Group. Why should you listen to anything it is that I have to say on this stream? Simply put, folks, I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at T3 Alpha Fund, my first job out of college, where they had me go through a training program before they let me touch $1 of the fund's money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. We have members in 115 different countries, over 10,000 members of the True Trading Group family, truly a global community here at True Trading Group, where the mods and I have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate on all of our executions, just around 80% now, going on roughly the last 4 years. So welcome to the channel. Subscribe, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out on any of these streams. We're here covering earnings with you guys live. It's what everybody's been waiting for. Mega cap tech earnings. This is going to be one of the busiest, craziest weeks of the entire year. I know it's only January, but I truly believe this is going to be one of the best trading weeks that we're going to have for the whole year because the catalysts are insane. Mega cap tech earnings, Fed meeting tomorrow, U.S. labor report on Friday. It all starts today. It all starts right now. Earnings are out. Microsoft, Alphabet, and we are waiting on AMD. Microsoft earnings are out, and so is Alphabet. So let's go through, guys. Let's talk about the big names coming through here. Microsoft is a beat straight across the board. Now, the thing is, you're not going to really get guidance from Microsoft probably until like 5:45-ish, 5:30, once they give you their conference call. But the earnings across the board is a beat for Microsoft. $2.93 earnings per share. That's a beat against analyst expectations of $2.76. Sales, $62 billion versus analyst expectations of $61.1 billion. And here's the big one. Azure growth, over 30%. Analyst expectations, we're expecting that number to come in the mid to high 20s, which is very important for Microsoft because Microsoft's growth rate on Azure has actually been declining over the last couple of years. So to see this now, this uptick back in the growth rate there on that side of their business bodes well for the company. Now, the stock, even with that being said, even with the beat right across the top and bottom line beats on Microsoft, the stock is trading down about 1%. Why? Guys, Microsoft is coming off of a brand new all-time high. This stock has had a massive rally into this earnings print. And this is what I was talking about with members inside of True Trading Group about these stocks. These mega cap tech stocks are priced to such absolute perfection that if they do not completely blow it out of the water, you still could see profit-taking pullbacks on some of these names. 13 stocks have been responsible for 100% of the gain in the stock market so far in 2024. Many of those obviously being your big mega cap tech names like Microsoft, Meta, Alphabet, Amazon, NVIDIA. These are the companies that are responsible for the market moving higher in general in 2024. If these stocks start to pull themselves back in, then maybe you get a little bit of an alleviated pressure off of this massive buying spree that we've seen, this huge bull market run that's taken us to new all-time highs. And you're seeing it right now in the first form of earnings with Microsoft trading to the downside. Again, we don't have guidance out yet on Microsoft. We will later. Let's move on over to Alphabet. And don't worry, guys, in a few moments, once I get these earnings and these numbers out, we're going to talk specifically how are we going to trade these stocks tomorrow? How are we going to make money off of these stocks tomorrow? Because I'll tell you right now, I absolutely anticipate trading AMD, Microsoft, and Alphabet tomorrow. I don't like to guess what earnings are going to be. I don't like getting myself into a position beforehand because I don't necessarily know, is the company going to beat, miss? They're going to raise guidance, they're going to lower guidance. Is the CFO going to say something on a conference call that investors aren't going to like? I don't like to put myself in those type of situations. I personally would much rather let the earnings come out. Are the earnings good? Are they bad? Do I think it's bullish? Do I think it's bearish? And then we're going to go through and we'll talk about how I want to trade that going forward. Okay. Now let's move on over to Alphabet while Microsoft kind of settles in down about a little more than 1%. Alphabet down 5.5%. Now Alphabet, this is a beat across the board. Again, beats $1.64 earnings per share. That's against analyst expectations of $1.59. Sales, $86.31 billion. That's against analyst expectations of 85.3. Cloud services revenue, $76.3 billion. Google cloud revenue, $9.19 billion. Okay, so absolute monster numbers coming through here. Top and bottom line beats for Microsoft. Top and bottom line beat for Alphabet. Yet both stocks trading to the downside. So this is what we've kind of been discussing, guys, kind of coming into this, where these stocks have had such incredible runs to new all-time highs, as literally you had Alphabet hit a new all-time high today. You had Microsoft hit a new all-time high today. These stocks printed their all-time highs. And now you're seeing these pullbacks as these stocks, I mean, you just take a look at what these stocks have done since the October bottom, right? It's just been an unbelievable move. And guys, go ahead and make sure you answer that poll that we have running right now inside the YouTube chat. Make sure you guys answer that poll, smash that like button, show some love while we're covering earnings with you guys here live. So Microsoft's out. So that Azure cloud growth is 30%. That's against analyst expectations of 27.5. There's nothing not to like in these earnings reports that have come out so far for Alphabet and Microsoft. Yet the stocks are red. Okay. Yet stocks are red. All right. Now we're still waiting on AMD. And it looks like Starbucks has actually come through. Yep, Starbucks is out, guys. So Starbucks has come through. So let's move on over. Let's hit on Starbucks. That's a nice support level down there on Starbucks. All right, Starbucks trading to the upside. Stocks up 2.5%. You've got this is you want to talk about. You want to talk about wackiness. Starbucks is a miss. Top bottom line. Stocks green. Alphabet and Microsoft are beats. Top bottom line. Stocks are red. Riddle me that. So Starbucks is a beat. They beat a miss. They missed on earnings per share, 90 cents. Analyst expectations were 93 cents. Sales came in light at 9.4 billion. That's against analyst estimates of 9.59 billion. Comparable store sales were up 5% globally, 5% in North America, up 7% internationally. Q1 active US Starbucks rewards memberships reached 34.3 million. I am one of those. Up 13% over the prior year. Okay, so that is a miss on Starbucks, on earnings per share, and on sales. And it is a beat on earnings per share and sales for Microsoft and Alphabet. Microsoft is actually trying to crawl back into the green right now. You're seeing this little recovery here on Microsoft as we drop down to 401.5, now pushing back up 408.5. I think the bigger move on Microsoft, honestly, I think the bigger move for that stock after earnings is going to come from the conference call. I think the bigger move is going to be the conference call, and that is going to be something that you're going to get. I believe that conference call starts at 5:30. Then the conference call begins at 5:30. You guys can check the earnings release. Actually, it'll have the time and a phone number to dial in there as well if you want to follow along with the conference call. But I think that's what's going to move Microsoft the most. So we're bouncing back now, recovering, kind of coming right back to flat on the day. The stock is now flat. We were down about 1%. Now we're flat, trying to go back green. Alphabet still sitting down there in the dumps, down 5.5%. Doesn't look like that stock's trying to give you much of a recovery or a bounce, but let's see some more numbers coming through here on Alphabet. Oh, they're giving you YouTube ads. YouTube ads, 9.2 billion. 9.2 billion for YouTube ads as the numbers keep coming through here for Alphabet. We're still waiting on AMD, guys. We are still waiting on AMD. Honestly, AMD is going to be a huge report. It's going to be a huge report because there's so much riding on AI. And you just had Intel's earnings the other day, and Intel's guidance for 2024 was light. It was very soft guidance. Intel got hit because of it. AMD and Intel serve the same market. Okay, so AMD is actually pulling and taking market share away from Intel, and has kind of replaced Intel. So the fact that Intel came out and gave weak guidance, stock dropped from 49.50. Now stock's trading below 43 after their earnings. There was some concern that you could get a soft guide from AMD as well. And people really felt like AMD, the stock's up 140% in a year. It's up 20% just year to date in the month of January here so far in 2024. And coming into this earnings print, there was that, oh, there we go. All right, so you just got a reaction there from AMD as AMD is now starting to trade to the downside, guys. So there's initial move to the downside here on AMD as these numbers looks like we're coming out. Let's see what we've got. So the concern was, and you saw the profit-taking step in today. You saw the profit-taking step in today on AMD as the stock was already trading down from 178 down to 171, as there was some concern there that you were going to get maybe a soft guide like you had with Intel. And it was a whole discussion about it on CNBC today. Josh Brown was talking about it on CNBC, and a lot of the other contributors were discussing that about AMD. And once that conversation took place, which was actually at noontime, and that was right here is when that conversation started. You can see right at that moment, that's exactly when AMD started to sell off. And I think that their discussion on CNBC just triggered some profit taking, people stepping in, taking profit on a stock that's up 140% in the last year, up 20% in a month, and saying, hey, let's take some profit off in case there's a miss there on their, in case there was a miss with their guidance like you had with Intel. So here the numbers are out. Numbers are out. Earnings per share is right in line, 77 cents. That was the expectation. Sales are a slight beat, 6.2 billion versus 6.12 billion analyst expectations. Let me take a quick check on Intel. Intel dropping. Let me see if NVIDIA is doing anything. So all of these semiconductors, they all just gave you a quick initial move to the downside, as did AMD, went all the way down to 161. Now we're coming back to 167. As I'm seeing, we can get maybe some guidance figures to come through here for AMD, because that's what people are going to want to care about the most. And here it is. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Their guidance is not bad. They see Q1 revenue 5.1 billion to 5.7 billion. So they gave you a bit of a wide range. Analyst expectations were 5.28 billion. So AMD gave you a range. If they come in on the bottom end of that range, they fall short of analyst expectations. And again, analyst expectations for Q1 revenue are 5.28 billion. AMD is saying we expect 5.1 to 5.7. That's a pretty big range. It's a pretty big range, right? You're talking $600 million of a range there on that figure. So that's got the stock recovering now just a bit as you got that guidance number that just came through. Guidance number coming through. Now the stock is recovering a bit back up to 169.50. All right. So these are your big earnings numbers here today. Microsoft, Alphabet, AMD, and Starbucks are the big four for today. Tomorrow you'll have more earnings, but tomorrow the real headline catalyst is going to be the Fed meeting. And then Thursday, your headline earnings are Apple, Amazon, and Meta. All right, so just equally as important, those three companies, equally as important as the ones you're getting today. Apple with some negative news out today about an analyst who has a damn near perfect track record with Apple actually put out a report citing they expect a 15% drop in iPhones in Asia. And that sent Apple stocks, plummeting today. Stock was up around 191.5, down to 187.5 there today. That stock down 2%, which for Apple, that's a pretty big move. Right, that's a pretty big move for Apple. So Starbucks is still sitting up there green. Alphabet still down 5.5%. Microsoft flat. So that's what I'm saying. I think that the bigger move on Microsoft is going to come once the conference call begins, and AMD still trading in the red, down 6%. All right, trading down 6% now on AMD. Going back, looks like we can go back and we're starting to test those prior all-time highs that were put in back in the end of 2021. So you see those prior all-time highs. You see you dropped right down into that zone. And that's where the stock is trying to bounce off of right now. So folks, listen, I'm going to get into exactly how we're going to trade these stocks tomorrow, what's going to be the game plan. But before I get into the game plan and how we're going to trade these names, I want to see who here is not a member of True Trading Group, because if we get enough non-members to sound off on the stream, I just may or may not give all non-members a chance at something really awesome here tonight. Do me a favor, guys. Type, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, if you're not a member, type the letters TTG inside of chat right now. Just type the letters TTG inside chat right now if you guys are not members of True Trading Group. Again, if enough people sound off that are not members, I might give you guys a chance at something awesome here tonight. But I want to see how many people are with me right now that are not members. Sissy, Raquel, Christopher. Right now, A-Train, Mose, Jason, Marcus, Chad, Sherry, Alex, Anthony, Spida, Zach, Monique, King, John, James, Suzette, Trading, Maria, Bird Dogs, Sean, Quabina, Mike, Alan, Pars, Bud Girl, Kankata, Jamal. We got Evan, Steve, Jermaine, excellent. So we got a handful of people here, more than a handful, several. We have buckets of new members that are tuning in. Quick question, guys, quick question. And this isn't like a rhetorical. I actually want you to comment and type. Those of you that are typing TTG right now, why are you guys on this live stream right now? I want to make sure that I give you what you came here for. So those of you that are not members, why are you on this stream? What are you trying to get out of the stream? Why are you here? Actually comment in chat. I want to make sure I give you guys exactly what you came here for. So just go ahead, guys. Those of you that are typing TTG, just go ahead for me and actually tell me why are you guys on the stream? I would love to know. Look at that recovery on AMD, man. Held that support level perfectly that we just identified at 161. Unreal. Held that level absolutely perfectly on AMD. So go ahead, guys. Comment, sound it off. Again, those of you that are typing TTG, sound it off. Tell me what it is you guys are here for. Analysis, earnings news, to know what to do next, game plan for tomorrow, live earnings, market commentary, analysis. Alex, I appreciate that, man. Alex goes, because you don't sugarcoat like other furus. Well, I don't consider myself a furu, but yeah, I appreciate that. I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell people what they need to hear. I don't tell people what they want to hear. Wanted interpretation of earnings and expected market movements. My buddy's a lifetime member. He highly recommended this group. Awesome. Zach, sounds like your buddy's a smart guy. Here for AMD earnings and to get advice, plan for tomorrow, your analysis, know what options to trade for tomorrow, cutting myself back in the market and looking at Google and AMD and CrowdStrike as well. Here for info. Cool. Very, very cool, guys. Follow earnings. What do I use for my earnings info, says Jay. Guys, I use the Benzinga Pro newsfeed, which is a feature that you get as a member of True Trading Group included. It would cost you over $1,000 a year if you went to Benzinga directly, but we have an agreement with Benzinga where we have their Benzinga Pro newsfeed on our platform. So all of our members have access to it at no additional cost. They don't have to pay for it. You would have to pay for it, obviously, over $1,000 a year if you went to Benzinga directly, but as a member of True Trading Group, it's included when you guys join us. Now, how many of you guys, so a lot of people are talking about a game plan for tomorrow. Type the number 1 if you want info for tomorrow. If you want info for tomorrow, type the number 1. Again, if you want info for tomorrow, type the number 1. I figured that might just be easier for you guys. If that's what you're here for. You want info for tomorrow, just type the number 1. Instead of making you guys type things out. Some of you might be on your phone, or some of you might even be driving or something. So I want to make sure that to make it easier for you guys, just type the number 1. Okay. Excellent. A lot of you. I love it. Are you guys aware what tomorrow is? Are you all aware what tomorrow actually is? And no, it's not just Wednesday. Yes, Chad. Yes. Alex, yes. Yes, Papa Shu, Pete, Carmen, Josh, Susie. You know it. You know it, folks. It's Fed Day. It's Fed Day. It's widely expected that they're not going to do anything with rates. They're not going to cut rates. They're not going to raise rates, right? But what Jerome Powell's going to say, my goodness, is going to move this market around. So I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'll tell you what happens tomorrow. Massive volatility is going to happen tomorrow. Okay? Massive volatility is what's going to be happening. That's what tomorrow is. Okay? And we're ready for it. We're ready for it, closing off what's been a record-setting month for us inside of True Trading Group as far as the sheer amount of triple-digit gains that have been called out, traded, and executed by the moderators of True Trading Group. Members of TTG have been making life-changing money, guys, over these last couple of months as we've been setting records as a group. October, we set a record for triple-digit gains in a month. There's 9 professional traders. I'm not just talking about me. There's 9 professional traders. All of us collectively share our screens, send out our trade alerts, answer questions. We talk to on the mic during the day. We had 20 triple-digit gains in October, 28 in November, 27 in December, and now we're breaking that record of 28. We're breaking that record here now in the month of January with a handful of triple-digit gains, even just today, and then we had a couple more of them yesterday as well. So members of True Trading Group, guys, are making serious money. Some of them with small accounts, some of them with full-time jobs, with all the excuses that you have ever had or that you've given yourself right now on why you cannot do this. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Look at that breakdown. Little 3-column breakdown there. Look at that. That's new. You really can't see my charts though. My charts get all kind of screwed up there. But yeah, guys, I'm going to prove it to you. Listen, there's a lot of people on here that are new, that are not members of True Trading Group, but I don't want you to just take my word for it. I want you to actually see for yourself what members have to say and how members are doing. And then we'll talk about the game plan for tomorrow, what stocks, obviously it's AMD, it's Alphabet, and it's Microsoft. And I'm going to trade these stocks tomorrow. I'm going to give you my game plan and exactly how I'm going to do that. But before I do, I want to prove to you something. Everyone that just typed TTG, pay attention for 1 second, because now I'm going to talk to my members specifically. Members of True Trading Group, guys, do me a favor. If you're a member, very simple question I'm going to ask you. If you are making money and becoming better traders because of True Trading Group, I'd like you to type the number 1 inside of chat right now. Type the number 1 if you're making money because of True Trading Group. Now, those of you that type TTG that said you're here for information, you want more info about tomorrow, pay attention to how many people you see type the number 1 on this side of the screen right now. These are not bots, folks. These are real people. These are your friends, your family members, and your coworkers. Okay. If they can do it, so can you. All right. Look at all these people that are typing the number 1. So this is what I mean. But whenever people are asking me about TTG and what members are doing. Instead of me just giving you the answer, I think it's always better for you to hear it from members directly themselves. Right? I think it's always better for you guys to hear it directly from members yourselves. I'm a regular 31-year-old dude. I say it every stream. TTG changed the course of my life, and I want that for others who are serious about change in the future. James R. Scones, I love you, bro. I do, man. I love you, bro. And I see all your Twitter posts. Whenever it's like, you know, you finish up a hard day work, you've always got that ice cold brewski sitting on the bar. we gotta one of these days, we're gonna have a cold one together. You know, my father always, this is a quote my father always tells me. So there's two kinds of people in this world: assholes and people you want to have a beer with. So one of these days, James Earl Scones, one of these days, he's still in the running for best TTG username. If you want to be a trader, you found the right place, as you know me. Yes. Awesome, guys. Right. Awesome. I love to hear. Ever since the accelerator program, Mike, 9 weeks of pure learning. Yeah. Oh, you've been making money ever since the accelerator. Yes, Wizard. Yes, that's not a coincidence, man. That's not. We finished the accelerator in what? September. So we finished the accelerator in September. So you've been green every month since. That's incredible, man. Congrats. I love it. What time's the FOMC meeting? The FOMC meeting is at 2 p.m. Eastern. 2 p.m. Eastern is the announcement. 2:30 p.m. Eastern is Jerome Powell's press conference. Okay. Jerome Powell's press conference is at 2:30. The actual announcement is at 2 p.m. Okay. The actual announcement is at 2 p.m. and the press conference is at 2:30. You have all the info. Oh, I thought you were asking me a question. Yes, you have all the info to take you from uneducated to educated in a short period of time, says Dave P. Yes, exactly. Now we got another. I keep seeing comments from people in chat right now. I keep seeing like, how do we know about this, or you know, how the members are doing well. Adam, let's show them some of the tools real quick that are available, and then I can get into kind of the game plan, if you want, and I can get into the game plan, how I plan on trading these stocks tomorrow. So if you want, we can maybe show them some stuff, show them some of the tools. Yeah. So guys, when you guys do join True Trading Group, you're going to be getting access to about $5,000 to $6,000 worth of tools that if you were to pay for them on your own, you're going to spend about $5-6 grand. You don't have to do that. We've spent years building relationships with these companies so that you guys don't have to pay for this stuff. We can put it on our platform. So so it's all included. You're going to get like TradingView's premium charting software, which is what we just showed up there. So there's TradingView's premium charting software. If you guys went to TradingView directly, you're going to spend about $600 a year to get access to this. It's included when you guys join True Trading Group. You don't have to pay for this stuff. It's all included when you guys join. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. I told you guys about that. That newsfeed gives you real-time breaking up to the second news alerts inside chat. You also get congressional trading data, so you can track trades by Congress. See what Nancy Pelosi is doing, right? You can track trades by Congress. You also will get insider trading, so you can track trades by management teams. And if a CEO or CFO, sells or buys shares of their stock, you can get notified for that. And this stuff is very expensive. Like if you went to Benzinga directly, you're spending easily over $1,000 a year to get access to this. You don't have to do that anymore. When you join True Trading Group, you guys will have access to it. You also get unusual options activity. You guys get dark pool data. You get options flow. You get short data. This is very expensive data that some of you may pay for already. It's all included. And this is why we were a finalist for Benzinga's FinTech Award Show, which was, we were one of the finalists in the category of best data analysis tool. And it's because we've taken all of these tools and we put them all under one roof. So you guys don't have to spend a crazy amount of money on it. It's just all included when you join our platform. There's no upsell or additional cost or fee for any of these things. Someone's asking, is there one-on-one coaching available? There is. one-on-one mentoring and one-on-one coaching available at True Trading Group. There are 9 professional trading mods that are part of True Trading Group that do offer coaching and mentorship. Okay. You guys also, we'd be able to use the trade ideas scanner streams on our platform, let you guys, use the platform and make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. You got a real-time full book level 2. You've got all of our AI trading tools and our AI trading assistants. All this stuff is included when you join our platform. You don't have to pay extra for any of this stuff. We have a proprietary scanner that actually lets you guys create custom scans, kind of like you do with FinViz. A trading journal will track your trades for you. And you have a social sentiment scanner that even tells you what's being talked about most on social media. You got a stock profile tool that gives you analyst ratings on any company that you're interested in. This, again, guys, $5-6 grand a year easy. It's unfortunate because that's why most retail traders don't use these things, because they're so expensive, but they give you an edge. You should use them. Professional traders use this stuff. So it gives you an edge. Unfortunately, most people don't use it because they're so expensive. You don't have to worry about that when you join TTG. They're all included when you guys do join. If you want a full list of everything that's included with our membership, you guys can actually go to ttgoffer.com, and everything on that page is going to be included. All right. So if you go to ttgoffer.com, every single item you see on that page is included. There is no upsell, additional cost, or hidden fee for anything on that page. And listen, since you guys are on this live stream right now, I'll give you a coupon code also. That coupon code will knock off 53% on our membership if you guys want. Go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price then drops all the way down to the 1039. All right, again, that's TTG121 coupon code. Price drops all the way down to 1039. All right. If you guys have any questions, you can also send us a text to 1-888-306-8783. Again, the phone number is 1-888-306-8783. And anyone that's on here, if you guys still have any skepticism, I'll remove all of it for you now, because when you guys join True Trading Group, I know I talk a big game on this stream. I understand that I do. We back it up by showing you how much we believe in this platform and its ability to help you reach your goals. Okay. So when you guys join True Trading Group, we actually offer you a double your money back guarantee. It's quite simple how it works. You join TTG, you would spend $1039 right now for the whole year. You get everything on that page included. You'd spend $1039 for the whole year. If you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group and are still unable to make back the $1039 membership fee. So if you can't have enough winning trades to equal that $1039 at least once during the membership, we'll give you guys back double your money. It's $2,078 that we're going to get back to you. We can do that because our refund rate's less than 2.5%, and we have a 78% retention rate. 78% of our members stay with us after their year is up, or they've gone on to become lifetime members. I'll show you. Again, don't take my word for this stuff. Members, do me a favor. Just type the number 2 if you have been a member for longer than a year or you're a lifetime member. Just go ahead and type the number 2 if that's you. Just go ahead and type the number 2 if that's you guys. Those of you that are not members, ask yourself, why would this many people still be here? You can just see how many people are commenting the number 2 inside of chat. Why would those people still be here if they didn't feel that True Trading Group was worth the time and money and effort that they've spent towards it? You wouldn't stay, right? Would you stay if you weren't making any money, if you weren't learning anything? Of course you wouldn't. Why would you renew your membership? You sure as hell wouldn't become a lifetime member. Why would you renew your membership? Then you can figure out take a look and see why 78% of our memberships, of our member base has. All right. And again, folks, any questions, don't hesitate to text us 1-888-306-8783. We have 10 laptops tonight. They are first come, first serve. I'm sorry we were not able to get more. We only have 10. Everybody loves free stuff. It's a free Windows 11 laptop. Microsoft 365 is included. It's just our gift for joining you guys. These are going to be the last laptops for a while. We tried to get more. We've been unsuccessful. So these are going to be the last laptops that we've had we're going to probably have for the next few weeks or so, maybe even longer. But you guys can go directly to ttgoffer.com. And as long as you see a laptop in that, see that laptop icon right there? See that laptop icon in the checkout cart? If you see that, that's how you know you're getting one. Okay. There's only 10 of them. They're first come, first serve. You don't have to enter your address. You'll get a welcome email when you join with instructions how to claim your laptop. So be on the lookout for it. It's totally free. We cover shipping. We have members in 115 countries. Doesn't matter where you live. We'll get you that free laptop. All right. We will get you guys that free laptop. Again, there's only 10 of them available. So go directly to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. Price drops all the way down to the 1039. That's 53% off. You got the double your money back guarantee, which I honestly don't think you need, but it's there for peace of mind to hold us accountable.
Hey, real quick. I see a couple people saying, hey, I don't need the laptop. What if I don't need the laptop? Yeah, I mean, the price, you want to give them a better deal if they don't want the laptop?
Yeah, that's fine. If they don't want,
Let's see. How many of you would want a better deal and not take the laptop? I'd rather save the laptops for another day anyways, because we're not going to be able to get any more after today. At least not for a little while.
Okay.
So, yeah. Go ahead, type the number 1 if you want. If you would rather have like a couple $100 off, but not get the laptop, but get a better deal. Okay. Somebody said give him a keyboard. I'm not going to give him a keyboard. All right. So Christopher and Goober helmet. All right. So Dave Harrington as well. Are you related to Steve Harrington by chance? Heyo, that's a Stranger Things reference. All right, here's what we'll do. Let's do this.
Yeah, it's like Christopher, Goober, and David.
All right, type the number 1 if anyone wants the laptop right now. Because if you don't want the laptop, I'll just reduce the price on the site, and that'll just make my life easier. What is the minimum to start up? A couple $100. We have, all joking aside, somebody works for us as one of our pro moderators that started about 4 or 5 years ago with the free stock that you get at Robinhood.
Yeah, I think she got a free stock of Meta.
Yeah. All right, so then I will leave the laptop up there in case anyone wants to use it. And then what I will do is, hang on.
We got some others too, Adam, Michelle, Clary, Ra.
Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, I don't mind. Since we don't have any more, if we want to save them, we can, save them for another night, or we can, maybe we give them to do something with members, or I don't know, but we can give them a cheaper price if we're not giving them a laptop, and if that works out better for them, that's fine.
All right. So one more time, guys, do me a favor real quick. Anyone that wants to sign up and you want a better deal, type the number 5 if you want to sign up and you want the better deal and you don't care about a laptop. Type the number 5. Mike, just keep an eye on it for a second.
Yep, I'm on it. Christopher, Allen. Yeah, if you guys want a cheaper price, we want a better deal without a laptop. If you'd rather have a cheaper price instead of a laptop, just type the number 5. Christopher, Allen, Goober, Ken. Just so we get an idea. We got
so here's what I'll do. I will. By the way, my name's Adam.
Guys, if you don't know,
I'm an Aquarius.
Yeah, you just jumped. Guys, this is my business partner and the co-founder, the mastermind behind the platform that is True Trading Group. So I want this a big shout out to Adam.
All right, so here's what I will do. I don't want to leave this coupon code on, and I know that if you're watching this later, you are poop out of luck. This coupon code will not work later if you're watching this later. I'll do this as a thing now because I would like to save the laptops for later on in the week when we raise our prices. Mm-hmm. It'll help people that may be on the fence. So what I will do is I will give you a membership to True Trading Group for $850 without a laptop. So you'll save a couple $100. And it will renew at $850 the following year, which is really cheap. And you get everything, every last thing except the laptop. All right.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. $850.
Yeah, guys, that's the that $850 becomes your renewal price too, like Adam said. So you're locking yourself in at that price. So let's say so next year, January 30th, 2025, it's time to renew your membership. You'd only pay the $850 again to renew if you wanted to, which I'm confident you're going to want to because 78% of our members do. So you guys will then be able to just renew with the $850. Even if our membership at that time is $2,400, doesn't matter. You're locking yourself in at the $850.
All right, so here's the deal. This code is going to work for the next couple of minutes, and then I'm going to turn it off because I don't want to give this to everybody like in perpetuity. I signed up this morning. Can I still get that discount? Nope. But we can work something else out with you, maybe give you an extra stuff. Can I get it for free, says Jerry C. No, because if you don't have money, you're not going to benefit from it, buddy. All right. Hang on.
Once we pay, do we start right away, same day? Yeah, you'll have access to the platform immediately.
Like immediately.
Yeah, like the second that your transaction is processed, you have your login, you go right into your platform.
All right, so I just spammed the chat a bunch. It's very important. Ignore the coupon code and the laptop. Just use the coupon code TTG058. TTG058. Again, that should work. Let me try it. TTG058. Yes. Okay. So ignore the laptop. Just use the code TTG058. I'll leave that on for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to turn it off. So if you want it, it's yours. Just go get it. And yeah, you start the same day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so I think that's good, and then I can save the laptops for another night.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see if that. A lot of people said they'd rather have the cheaper price instead.
Let them get the cheaper price, bro. I'd rather say because our price is going to go up to like $1,500 and I would very much like to offer laptops at that point, and the laptops are just not something that's readily available right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right, so there you guys have it, guys. So go to ttgoffer.com and then use the coupon code TTG058. TTG058. And that'll knock the membership price all the way down to just
I'm not going to change the checkout page. So you're going to see a laptop, just ignore it. And the discount is going to say 53%. Obviously, it's more than 53%. Just ignore it. Just use the coupon code TTG058. You will see the price reflect accurately. That's what you want to pay attention to. All right.
You guys ask you, and we deliver. All right.
What is your profit percentage?
Collectively, as a group, there are 9 professional traders with you inside True Trading Group that are alerting all of their trades. Collectively, we have a win rate of just around 80% now, roughly the last 4 years.
And honestly, even if he's making $1 million a day, right? How does that make you money? He's not going to give you any of his money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and you don't know him. This is YouTube. He can tell you whatever he wants.
Right.
You know, like, look, we go on YouTube and we advertise because, on here, because it's great and it's a little bit of an edumercial, right? Is what we call it. But in fairness, he can tell you whatever he wants on here, and you'll never know if he's telling the truth. And I think that it shouldn't matter what he makes, right? what matters is what members are making. And if members are making money, right, that's what matters. And members are doing very well. And we'll show you one more time, right? If you're a True Trading Group member and you are making money with True Trading Group and Mike doesn't have to pay your bills, type the number 1 in chat. All right. If you are making money with True Trading Group, becoming a better trader, Mike ain't got to pay your bills, type the number 1 in chat for me, please.
Yeah. And while you guys are reading the people type number 1, we got a question from HP saying, how big is the trading team? Are they diversified traders?
Oh my God.
Like I said, there's 9 professional traders that are with you as moderators in True Trading Group that alert their trades, share their screen, and talk to you on the mic throughout the course of the trading day. We all have different styles and strategies. Some of us day trade, some of us swing trade. Some of us trade stocks, some trade options, some trade futures, right? There's literally something for everybody inside of True Trading Group with the diversified mods that we have. Some trade single leg option plays, like just basic calls and puts. Others trade multi-leg like condors or credit spreads for different types of market environments and for different types of trades. So there really is something for everybody inside of TTG, and not to mention just the moderators, which, like I said, there's 9 of us. There's also over 10,000 members in True Trading Group, and you're going to find that the members in TTG are just as helpful as the moderators and are some phenomenal traders that we have inside of True Trading Group. 82% of our members have full-time jobs. The rest of them are full-time traders or just retired, but trade full-time. So you have a ton of really, really, really great traders inside of TTG, and our moderators range from someone that used to be a market maker and has been trading professionally for 25 years. Myself, that started working at a hedge fund. You have another mod that has been putting food on the table for him and his son for 25 years. You have people that literally just do this for a living, and this is how they pay their bills. Now they put food on the table, and then all the way up to someone that's been trading since 2009. We have another mod who, now the exact opposite side of the spectrum. We have another mod that started out as just a member of True Trading Group and has only been trading for about 3.5 years. Former military vet, and she is now a full-time trader, turned down a 6-figure job and left the 6-figure job to become a full-time trader, and is now a professional trader and a full-time moderator at True Trading Group. And there's everything else in between. So you have a lot of variety. Again, stocks, options, crypto, day trades, swing trades. We also cover long-term investing. There's literally something for everybody, guys, inside of TTG.
Yeah. And again, if you don't want the laptop, you'll go to ttgoffer.com. You'll type in TTG058. That's TTG058. I'm only going to leave that for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to get rid of it. So you just have to ignore the laptop. I don't have time to take that down. Just use the code. And if this price reflects $850, then you're good. All right. That's all you got to worry about. And then some of the cool things that we've been working on that probably nobody else has anywhere else is inside of our charting right now. Hang on one moment. So again, this is the charting platform that we use, right? What's really cool about this is that, like Mike was saying, we've integrated AI into our entire platform. So, and not like AI, like gimmicky, like, hey, click here and get a list of stocks that are going to run tomorrow, but like real tools, right? So what do I mean by that? Well, for example, I'm going to just randomly pick a time frame on Apple. Let me just clean this up. Organize it a bit. And then we have a little button up here. And we have GPT-4 connected to real-time charts. So you click a button, a little prompt comes up. You can ask it a question about the chart that's on your screen, or just click send for the default prompt. You see it loading right here. It takes about 60 seconds. And you'll see what happens very, very soon. Pretty cool stuff.
You've been working really hard, guys, on bringing AI into the TTG platform in a lot of different ways.
There we go. So take about 60 seconds. What you'll see is that it'll give you a full trading plan for Apple based on the chart that you set up. So you could set up the time frame, you could set up the indicators, you could set up the exact position. It's going to consider all of it. And then Mike helped design this prompt. So it's supposed to give you a risk-reward ratio of 1-to-1, right? Was that what it was?
2-to-1.
2-to-1, sorry. But you see it all here, right? And then what you can do also is we also come over here and you can implement a chatbot right into it, and we have real-time data connected to it as well. So we could do something like say something like, what price did Apple close at today? And it'll tell us the closing price for Apple, and then we'll say ask for a snapshot of Apple. It'll give us a pretty large snapshot of Apple, closing price, everything, right? This is all modular, so you can move it around. You can delete that. You can just really set this up like any which way that you want so that it's completely custom to you. And then you can also save all of your setup, which is really, really great. This does options as well. So you could say, and it'll show you live options chain with all the Greeks. And I mean, just really, and then you could use this data to ask for like the best trading plan based on real-time data. It's just a very cool thing that we have, and everything is also, check this out. This is pretty wild. I don't even think Mike's seen this yet. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if this will work. What did Apple close at today? Wait. What was the closing price of Apple?
Are you asking me?
No.
Yeah.
I have it voiced, so you could speak to it and it'll speak back, but I'm using my mic on the live stream.
Very cool.
Yeah. So if you're in the car or you can't type or look at something, you can actually speak to it like you would an assistant.
Wow. That's sick.
Yeah.
Like Siri.
Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is all integrated inside of, right inside of the chat room. So I'll just open the chat room for a second. This is what our chat room looks like. I'm using dark mode, but you don't have to. You can use whatever you'd like. We have light mode. You can customize it the way you want. But you can see we have the bot right inside of chat, so you can use it here as well. You have your own watch list directly inside of chat. You can share your own watch list with other members and with mods. I mean, there's so many really cool features that are just baked into here that are all at your fingertips. Our mobile app is next level. Let me see if I can show you here. Hang on a sec. Yeah, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on here, but this is our mobile app, right? So within our mobile app, you could set alerts. You see everything flashing around. That's all real-time streaming data directly on our mobile app. And then on top of that, you can execute paper trades on here. I mean, it really just is like a phenomenal platform, man. Like the whole thing is. So for example, if I wanted to go into AMD, I can actually get full book level 2 directly on my phone for AMD from our app. and you all get this for $850. So take advantage of it, because I'm definitely gonna turn that off shortly. But I'd rather save the laptops. So our chat room opens at 8:20 a.m., closes at 4 p.m. We usually go live at this time. So that's pretty much it. We got a bunch of people that signed up. Let's give some welcomes out. All right, we got Clayton, Maria, William, Michelle, Christopher. Yes, those 5 so far.
Excellent. Guys, welcome to the family, folks.
Welcome.
Welcome to the family, guys.
And William ended up taking a laptop, so only have 9 left.
Okay, no, it's all right. The laptop's great. It's free. It's Windows 11, Microsoft 365 is included. Laptop's great. But if you guys want the cheaper price, no problem. You can use the TTG 058 coupon code when you go to ttgoffer.com. Guys, don't forget, you have the double your money back guarantee there, so that if you can't make the 1039, well, in this case, the 850. So if you guys can't make the 850 membership fee back at least one time during your membership, after you go through the courses, do the quizzes, and attend one of our study group sessions, we're going to give you back, in that case, $1,700. So I don't think you need it. Our refund rate's less than 2.5%, but our refund policy is right on our checkout page. Go read it. It's on ttgoffer.com. It's in black and white. Check it out for yourselves. All right. And again, guys, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to send us a text message, 1-888-306-8783. Again, that's 1-888-306-8783. Michelle says, I'm excited to start. Yes, Michelle, we're excited to have you. We're excited to have you. All right. All right, folks. Excellent. Anything else you wanted to show them or touch on, Adam, or you want me to start diving into kind of some trading plans for tomorrow? We really got some news out on Tesla right now also.
No, go ahead. I think they get the gist of it.
Yeah, guys, we got some news on Tesla. So Tesla stock falling now, dropping 2% here after hours. A judge has ruled in favor of the plaintiffs that are challenging Elon Musk's pay package. So Elon Musk is due a $56 billion pay package from Tesla. And the judge has just voided that pay package, and Tesla is now selling off to the downside on the back of that. So that 195 level now acting as a key level of resistance. We've been talking about, honestly, we talked about this on Sunday night. Sunday night, a bunch of people were asking me what I thought about Tesla. And I said that you had this little bullish Harami candle formation where maybe we move higher and then to 195 and then become resistance. And so far, that's exactly what's actually happening. I wish I didn't see this happening yet, but maybe we wish I had that clip that I can play for you from Sunday stream where we said Tesla move higher first, 185 up to 195, and then find resistance there and drop back down. That 195 was a key level of support, now acting as resistance, heading back now to the downside. And I think you could have even more downside there on Tesla, but we'll see. Okay, let's get back on over to, though, the big earnings movers. That's Alphabet, which is actually printing lows after earnings. AMD has faded itself back out. Starbucks still trading higher. Microsoft down 1.5%, waiting on guidance. So Microsoft and Alphabet beats. AMD also a beat. Starbucks a miss. Starbucks is the only one that's actually green. So let's talk about some trading plans. AMD. I drew this line for you as soon as the earnings came out, 161. And because this is your next support level that I see here for AMD. We dropped right down on that earnings print, and the stock immediately recovered back up there to the upside. Okay? So immediately recovered back up to the upside off of that 161 level, right? So now where do I get that level from? Why did I identify that as a level of support? Well, folks, it's your previous all-time high. So if you go back here to the end of 2021, you'll see that we had this previous level of resistance that was those prior highs. We broke through that level a couple weeks ago. Now you dropped into it, and then there it is. I don't pull these numbers out of thin air. I'm not guessing. This is just chart reading. It's technical analysis. You'll learn how to do this stuff as a member of True Trading Group. That is a very important level for AMD. If AMD cannot hold that 160 level, your next support is going to be all the way down at 150, and that's going to be this previous double top that you guys can see here from the end of December and then from early January. Once that level was broken, you can see the massive volume surge that AMD had as AMD then rallied to make a new all-time high. Now you're back testing and testing some of those levels. It's very important for the future movement of a stock. When you have these big breakouts like this, it's healthy for the stock to pull back and retest those levels. It's not that healthy because it's not sustainable when you have these breakaway gaps where you get this breakthrough, you break through a level and just continue and continue and continue. The further away that you get from that level, the more likely you're going to experience a bit of a pullback and back test that level. So right now, what it looks like to me is that these stocks that have had huge rallies, Alphabet, Microsoft, AMD, it looks like profit taking stepping in on the back of their earnings. And there's that support level again on AMD. While we're sitting here talking live, bang, look at that tail right down there into that level, those low 160s. There it is, right? Look at that. Now back up to 166, right? You guys are, I'm not pulling these numbers out of just thin air. You can see that's where I'm getting those support levels from. And that goes all the way back to where this used to be a previous level of resistance. So we're going to watch AMD very, very closely at this level. If this level breaks, that's going to be significant. If you're underneath that level come tomorrow morning, if you wake up in the morning, it's 8:30 a.m., or you're coming close to the open, and you see AMD at like 158, 157, that means that level is going to be broken and you're looking for a move that takes you down to 150. So as long as we're above this level, I look for quick little bounces off of it. If you wake up tomorrow morning and you're underneath it, you use that level as resistance to be short and look for a drop further down into, down into that 150 and test that previous level. But right now, this level is holding, and we're not surprised. We drew that line for you guys right when that earnings came out, bang. And when you went all the way from 161 all the way up to 176, now back to 162, back up to 168, now 166. So this level is going to be tested here, and you're going to flirt with this level probably for the rest of this after-hour session. And we'll see if it's able to hold or if it breaks later on as you get more details from the conference call. So that's what we're going to look for there on AMD. Potential resistance levels, if that level does not break, I'm looking at 171. Where am I getting this from? Let's just go back. Oh, no, I said 171, but 170. I'm sorry, not 171. I've got 174. And 170. So these are going to be the resistance levels that I'm looking for AMD. These are the levels I'm looking for here as resistance for AMD. You can see previous support, and then you can see all here, right? You can all see this. Doesn't take a experienced chartist to kind of see this stuff. Don't worry if you don't see it. You'll learn this stuff like the back of your hand as a member of True Trading Group. So if there's bounces on AMD back into that level, I would expect pullbacks off of it, And I think you're in a really nice tradable, like 10-point range right now on AMD. All right. So there we have it, folks. That's AMD. All right. That's certainly going to be a stock that we're going to focus on tomorrow. Let's do a quick check in Intel. Intel trading to the downside in the back of AMD. Not really. NVIDIA. No, not really. All right. Let's move on over now to Microsoft. So Microsoft is sitting down here near lows. All right. We're sitting down here near lows. And Microsoft is also coming off a new all-time high. But this new all-time high was cleared out a while ago. You cleared this all-time high out. There's room here. There are two levels that I'm looking at on Microsoft. One is 400. The bigger support that I see is like 394. So where do I get the 400 from? It's trade line. That's 9 exponential moving average on the daily. That's that light baby blue line. And it was previous resistance right here. So that's one potential level of support. It's not a major level. It's a minor level. It's not a major level. And then you're looking at this support level. And prior to that, those 3 days being support, you can see resistance here and resistance here. So you very plainly and simply have high of the day, low of the day, low of the day, low of the day. And that's where I get that level of 394. That's my target for Microsoft. 394 is my target for Microsoft. Now, they've got the conference call coming up in about 30 minutes. I expect this stock to move during that conference call. You might even get to 394, during the conference call. You got to see what they actually say. But that's going to be my target for Microsoft. Profit take, pullback. I'm looking to fade these names. Okay. Is this a sign of what's to come for Meta, Amazon, and Apple? Remember, Microsoft was a beat. Top and bottom line. Stock went down. AMD was a beat on sales in line with earnings per share. Stock went down. Alphabet was a beat, top and bottom line. Stock went down. Okay. What is going to happen if any of these other companies actually miss? If these stocks are going down even when they beat, right? And you just printed underneath 400 right now on Microsoft. Microsoft just starting to crack that 400. So like I said, my target on Microsoft, guys, is at least 394. Guys, how many people are still with me right now as we're going through this that are not members? Type TTG. Okay, last time I'm going to ask, but I need to see before I can. I need to just see something before I continue. So just go ahead and type TTG, guys. Go ahead and type TTG if you're still with me here on the live and you're not a member. Yeah, Microsoft is selling now, guys. Microsoft is selling now, 397. Let's see who we still have here. Poison Apple, Paul, Bully, Hayochi, Josh, Finance. All right, we still got a handful of non-members with us. Alan, I thought you wanted the cheaper price, my man. Alan Adams, I thought you wanted the cheaper price. We've got Spider still here. We got Mark. Guys, don't forget, if you guys want the cheaper price and you don't want the laptop, all you've got to do is go to ttgoffer.com, okay, and then use the coupon code TTG058, and it'll bring the price, which I was going to give it to you for $1039 for the whole year. It brings it all the way down to $850. We're not going to keep that there. That's just for right now. Adam's going to take that price down here probably shortly. So just so you guys are aware. All right, so it looks like, you're starting to get down to that level right now. It's going to happen right now, guys. Like I told you, that was my target. When I said that, the stock was 403. Now you're 396 as we're doing this here live with you guys. And like I said, 394 is my target. The market is selling off as well. You can see the SPY really starting to pull itself down here as you're getting pulled by all of these stocks. You got to think about, I told you earlier, 13 stocks are responsible for 100% of the move in the market so far in January. And if you lose some of these stocks, if you lose that leadership from Microsoft, from Alphabet, from Meta, from NVIDIA, if you lose that leadership, then that means the whole market's got to get pulled down with it, because those stocks are responsible for the markets moving higher based on market cap. And that's how the weighted index of the S&P works. And you can see the SPY now really starting to pull itself back in. The NASDAQ as well is starting to sell off. The NASDAQ down 1.67%. The SPY sitting here down 0.5. So you are getting pullbacks right now in the indexes on the back of Alphabet's weakness and Microsoft's weakness. So that's what I'm looking about there from Microsoft and AMD. We covered. Now let's go run over to, wow, Alphabet made fresh new lows. Alphabet's really getting hit now. Stock's down 8%, guys, as we're really starting to come back in here on Alphabet. Big drop to the downside here. And what we're going to be looking for is potential support on Alphabet is 139. This is GOOGL. There's GOOG and there's GOOGL. Doesn't matter. For trading purposes, they're the same thing. For trading purposes, they're just a different class of shares, but for trading purposes, the same thing for you guys. Doesn't matter. Previous pivot bottom right here, 50-day moving average right here, 139. Target for Google or Alphabet rather, 139. Okay, 139. There it is. Okay, that's the area that I'm looking for there for us to settle down there in Alphabet. Stock's down 8%. Really starting to get pulled down here, guys. AMD back down towards lows. AMD's testing that 160 level, that 161 level of support. So Microsoft already broke its level, okay? Going into support down there in the mid 300s. The mid 390s rather. I just said the mid 300s, imagine. The mid 390s. And Alphabet, look at that candle just on Alphabet. Oof. This is the second quarter in a row this stock's got pummeled on earnings. There's earnings, and here was earnings. So this is the second quarter in a row this stock's getting pummeled on its earnings report. And again, I reiterate, they beat, and the stock's down 8%, right? They beat, and the stock's down 8%. So this is just, you know, and there's AMD. Now AMD down 9%. Okay, AMD down 9%. Now getting back to that previous all-time high. Like I said, my target for AMD is 150. Okay, so you guys have all my targets. All right, my target for AMD down around, not necessarily right now, but just in general. My target, if AMD breaks 160, my target's going to be 150. Microsoft, the target's 394. I mean, we already just got to 396. We're $2 off. And then Alphabet is 139. We're sitting 141 and change. Starbucks. Ooh. Oh, this is a big level for Starbucks, guys. So let me show you something. I want to show you a couple different things here. So you've got this little downtrend line, right? You have this downtrend line there on Starbucks, right? Cool. Then I want to show you this. Okay, I want to show you this support level that's down here in the low 90s. Right? So you can see here back in November of 22, support. October of 23, November of 23, support. And then right now off the earnings print, support. Right? See that? Now the stock's trading back to the upside. That is a beautiful support level. And in order for you to get a confirmed breakout on Starbucks, there is a resistance level that we need to focus on that's about $1 wide. And that resistance level, I just drew it out for you. It's about $1 wide. You see this yellow line? That's a 200-day moving average. Okay, so there's a yellow line right here, 200-day moving average. There's previous pivot tops right there, lines up exactly at 99 bucks. Then you have that bottom. And that's what gives you this $1 wide resistance level that we've got to break through in order for Starbucks to really get going. I don't know if we're going to be able to break through that tomorrow, guys. We might push up against it and then fade off of it, maybe back to like 96, 97. I don't think, because it feels like you might get some profit taking in the market here. And then you've got obviously the Fed meeting that can shake things up tomorrow as well. So we'll have to see what Jerome Powell says. I don't know if Starbucks is going to be able to break through that. So I think it's going to be fades against the 99 and then, you know, get out of that short fade against, you know, on a break of 100. And then you could be long through 100 and that stock probably moves 5-6 points to the upside. Okay. So there you guys have it, guys. That's Microsoft, Alphabet, AMD, and Starbucks. Those are the levels. That's how I'm playing it. That's what I'm looking at for tomorrow. Right? That's what I'm going to be looking at there for tomorrow, guys. All right. And then we're doing this again on Thursday. Thursday, you have Apple, Amazon, and Meta. Okay. Apple, Amazon, Meta, huge names on Thursday, and you have the Fed meeting tomorrow. So it's going to be crazy. All right. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Don't trade alone, folks. I'm telling you, see the moves these stocks are making. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Don't try to trade through all this volatility on your own, guys. All right. Don't try to trade through this on your own. All right. Let the moderators and I guide you guys through this volatility. All right. Do not try to trade through this stuff on your own. You got, again, Fed meeting at 2:00. Jerome Powell's speech is at 2:30. Again, they're not going to raise rates tomorrow. They're not going to cut rates tomorrow. So the rate number at 2:00 is going to be unchanged. And then we'll see if Jerome Powell gives us any insight or into what they're going to be looking for as if they can signal when they think that first cut is going to be coming. Okay. So that's what we're looking for there. SPY new lows. All right. Well, now we're just making another new low here again on the SPY, 488.50. It's another new low. Let me just see. Did we just get another drop in any of the bigger names? Microsoft? No. But you did make new lows there on the SPY. So you are getting a pretty nice little pullback here. Okay. All right, guys. So listen, that wraps up the analysis part on all the earnings names for today. That wraps up the analysis part for all of the earnings. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. All right. So Does anybody have any questions for me on any of the stocks that we had just mentioned? Anybody have any questions? Now would be the time to ask. Otherwise, make sure you guys get your butts inside chat. Make sure that you're with us for the rest of this week. Again, Fed meeting tomorrow, earnings, Apple, Amazon, Meta on Thursday, and then labor report on Friday morning. What's Tesla's levels? Very obvious resistance up at 195, 196. To me, that's a very, very obvious level. Minor support level, 186. Heavier support level once you get down to 180. But I gotta be honest with you guys, I think that Tesla over the next couple of weeks, I think Tesla is gonna head lower. I think we're gonna see Tesla into the 170s. I do think that Tesla is going to head lower over the next couple of weeks. Could this be the start of a downtrend? I mean, it could be the start of a pullback. You know, I don't know if I'm not willing to call it a downtrend. I mean, the market is just made fresh new all-time highs. You know, it's totally normal and healthy for the market to pull back a little bit. I would say maybe it could be the start of a pullback. I would not say it's a start of a downtrend. We have to welcome Kyle. Kyle just joined, guys. Everybody welcome Kyle, newest member to the group. Guys, again, just go to ttgoffer.com. Every single thing you see on that page is included when you guys join the membership. And if you use coupon code TTG058, that'll give you the price of $850 with no laptop. Okay. Previously, it was $1039 with a laptop. You guys want the cheaper price and no laptop. If you don't need it, no problem. We'll give you the membership for $850. It's all included with everything that you see on that page. Again, ttgoffer.com. Everything you see listed on that page is included. No upsell, additional cost, or fee for anything that's on that page. You have a double your money back guarantee for peace of mind. I don't think you need it. We've only had to give a refund to less than 2.5%. Okay. We have a 78% retention rate. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,400 reviews. All right. And again, if you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to just send us a text message. You're not going to talk to someone on the other side of the world. You'll actually be talking to, you saw Adam that was on here before. You guys will be talking directly to one of the owners of the company, and you guys can ask whatever questions you have. We're fully transparent. We are an open book. So don't hesitate at all to send a text. If you're having also trouble signing up or the coupon code's not working, whatever, text us 1-888-306-8783. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. I hope you guys really enjoyed the stream, the analysis. I hope you enjoyed the little presentation. We showed you a lot of the TTG platform, why we were a nominated finalist for the best data analysis tool at the Benzinga FinTech Awards. And hopefully see you guys inside chat and we can trade through the rest of what is going to be an absolutely insane week of trading for us inside of TTG. Already have locked in. It's only Tuesday. We've already locked in a handful of triple-digit gains on the week. Let's see if we can add to that these next couple of days. All right. If you have not yet done so, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys don't miss out on any of these streams. We're dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. Have a great night, folks. I'll see you all in chat tomorrow.